what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to cover important reminders that you all might want to take care of before maintenance. I would also like to respect my viewers' precious time, so be sure to use the timestamp chapters in the video playbar as well in the video description to help you get the info you need from this video faster. Back to your day. Okay, so one of the very first things I want to point out to y'all is SEGA has posted on the official website that the maintenance is actually going to be a little bit earlier than normal. So maintenance is going to be happening 3 hours earlier than normal. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern time, so keep this in mind for your local time zone. So it's 3 hours earlier than what the normal maintenance start time is. So any of the things that I'm reminding you in the video here, make sure you all do it before that early maintenance hits. So there's currently a team up campaign that's going to be coming to an end, coming up with the maintenance. And the way that this works is if you join an alliance that has 4 or more members, you'll get a rappy speech bubble as a reward. And then there's also a reward for going and entering into an alliance space too. So you can visit an alliance space and you get some of these other little rewards here, like a couple of stamps, and as well there's also a color change pass too. So make sure that you hit this before maintenance. If you're not a part of an alliance, make sure that you join up with an alliance that has at least 4 people in it. So the Autumn 23 special scratch is going to be coming to an end. It's actually, you can't obtain these tickets any longer, but you probably have some extra tickets laying around. Just in case you do, make sure you use your selector tickets where you can pick your prizes from here. Make sure that you use any of your scratch tickets that you have left for this, because there's actually a lot of really good stuff inside of the scratch listing here. So make sure you go through here and pick up some of it. If anything, it's always a good idea to use your selector ticket on the SG 100 ticket. It's always good to get 100 star gems, right? So this will be going away with maintenance. You won't be able to use your tickets anymore, so make sure you use them before it's too late. So I wanted to point out that the seasonal exchange shop for Xitre is going to be coming to an end too. So if you still have any seasonal points, make sure you hit up Xitre's shop here and spend all your points that you have left. So there was a lot of really good stuff inside of her trade shop. So if you have any more of these points left around, make sure you get all your alpha reactors and just various things that are inside of here. There was a lot of really good stuff that was in here. So make sure you go through the shop and use all your points that you have left. You can't actually accrue any more points, but it is your last chance you have to actually spend them. You can see I actually still have a lot of points I need to go through and use myself. I'm probably going to get some of these capsules and stuff, I guess. I got most of the shop bought out. Most of the important stuff anyways. So we do have a limited time quest currently this week that's going to be going away, and that's the Night Chill Battle. Now this quest is actually pretty difficult to do. It's a time attack quest, which relies on having a lot of like strategy or organization. There's little like jump pads inside of the mission that you can jump on and do extra damage with, and there's places where you can send people to like split apart so the group splits up and tries to kill everything on the map like faster and everything. And this is actually part of an Arks record ranking too. This quest actually has some pretty nice drops inside of it. There's some big treasure items that you can get with the Tissas, and all of the Octo armor is actually dropped inside of there as well. Then of course there's also like the arms refiners and the Lucille capsules and Photon chunks and so forth. But whenever it comes to the Arks records ranking that's going on this week, we'll go ahead and mention that too. So if you open your menu and you go to personal and down to Arks record and then random challenge record, you can see right here for Night Chill Battle Party that this is actually a record ranking that's going on this week, and it's like a time attack. Now you can actually do this on all 4 ships too. So if you have a character that's high enough level to get into the limited time quest, make sure you get on each ship and do a run on them. That way so you get some of your rewards from this. And even if you just do one run and do bad in it, you can still get the bronze participation reward of 20 badges. And if you do really good, you could possibly get silver or gold. Now whenever it comes to doing multi-ships of these Arks record rankings, it actually gives you an individual ranking reward on each ship, which means you would get extra Arks record badges, which means that you could use the weekly trade for the star gems on your off ships, getting more star gems for your entire account. Whereas on your main ship that you play, you can use your badges for other things that you want, like the camos or the weapons or emotes or arms refiners, stuff like that. It's always a good idea just to stock up on those on your main ship that you play. So another scratch that will be going away is the SG support item select September 23. So if you have been scratching on this, make sure that you use your selector tickets. There was a lot of really nice stuff inside of the scratch to get a hold of. Myself, I just went ahead and scratched all the way up till I got the 2 preset skill success rate 100% items. I feel like these have very good long-term value in the game because these allow you to upgrade your fixa at 100%, like there's no chance of failure. So I'm going to save these and use it on something special myself, but just in case that's something you haven't done and you're interested in and you have the star gems for, the scratch is actually pretty good, really. So there is currently great deals in the AC shop bundles that are on sale, and these are going to be going away with maintenance, so it's going to be your last chance to grab up some of these if you're interested in them. And that's the premium set plus extended storage plus the bonus. And what this gives you is 30 days of premium, an extended storage 7 ticket for 30 days as well, and then there's an extra bonus of in-color change pass ×3. So it's 1500 AC. It's not exactly like a crazy deal or anything, but it's a little something there in case you're interested in it. The main highlight of it really is just the in-color change pass ×3 that you get from it. So if you're in need of color change passes, then this might be something you want to do just to get yourself premium anyways. And on top of that, we also have another package here. It is the rare drop rate plus 100 plus the bonus. And this actually has some pretty nice little stuff inside of it. This is 800 AC. This one's currently bugged. It's supposed to give you 3 of these in drop rate 100% items. Currently it only gives you 1. SEGA has posted about this on the official website, and at a later date they're going to be giving out the additional 2 rare drop rate boosters that you're supposed to be getting in case you do purchase this pack. And you can actually purchase up to 4 of these too. So if you do purchase up to 4 of them, you're going to get compensated for each one of the packages that you buy, the additional boosters that they were supposed to give. So just in case if that's something you're interested in. Now, the thing that's really nice about these packages here is they actually come with these Halfinale S, Mastery 4S, and the Arms Refiner 2. So the Halfinale S and the Mastery 4S, when you use these capsules, it actually passes these augments at 100%, and these are actually really good augments. So just a little heads up that's there in case if it's something that you're interested in. So an AC scratch that will be coming to an end this week is going to be the Moonlight Sanctuary 23. So again, if you have been scratching on this, make sure you go through and use your selector tickets on the prize listing pool here. And as well, it's also just a good idea to go through the prize listing pool and see if there's any last minute things that you want to add to your wish list or anything in here that you didn't pick up yet you might want to pick up, because usually when these scratches go away, the value of all the items inside of here goes up in value quite a bit. But while it's still in the scratch rotation, it might be a good idea to pick up some of the items from Meseta while you still can before they go up in value. Okay, so this part of the video, I think most of my viewers will know where the trades I'm about to mention are. So here's the checklist on the screen that you can pause to save yourself some time. This is weekly trades that you should be doing every week. I'm going to go to each location and showcase them as usual, for those of you that don't know any info about these trades, and I'll give some info along the way. So first up, we're going to start here in Central City, and it's going to be the first shop on the left, and that's the item trader Travis. And you want to make sure that you go here to the item exchange, and at the very bottom down here is an exchange for N-Augmentation success rate 10%. You can trade in for 3 of these a week, and it just takes 30 gold Prim swords. You can buy these off the player shops, or you can get them in combat sectors or limited time quests. They drop all over the place. Then next we're going to mention the Arks Circuit Badge Exchange. Now the Arks Circuit Badge Exchange, you can trade in for weekly star gems here, as well you can also get Arms Refiner 2 here weekly too. You can get a limit of 2 of those. And next we'll go ahead and mention Item Exchange Stia. Towards the middle of the listing here, you can actually trade in for like various capsules here, but the really big one, important one I would say would be the Arms Refiner in case you need any Arms Refiner. Then next we're going to mention Aegis Integra Exchange, and at the bottom of the Aegis Integra Exchange you can trade in for your Aegis Soul and all the different dominas so you can make Halfinale, which is a very important capsule. So next we'll mention the Giga Strugment Exchange. Now the Giga Strugment Exchange, if you're killing Gigantics enemies inside of the Alio region currently, then you're getting these items for the Giga Strugments, and the Giga Strugments can be traded in for all these different camos here, and as well like some capsules and useful little items and stuff. I do believe with the Redum update coming soon, we're going to be getting more Giga Strugments. I think Redum will probably get updated to actually drop those too, which will be nice. And then lastly, we'll go ahead and mention too the Growthment Exchange here. Now the Growthment Exchange, you can actually trade in for a weekly amount of Arms Refiner 2 here as well. So if you're running the Seal Exploration or the Limited Time Quest, you're getting these Growthment items. And you can actually trade these in for your Arms Refiner 2, which is always useful for limit breaking your gear, taking it up to plus 70. So from there, we're going to go ahead and leave there, and we're going to run up the street to the last shop on the right in Central City, and that's going to be at the Item Enhancement Lab. And at the very bottom down here is the Exchange Enhancement Materials, other enhancement materials, and you can trade in for a few things here. You can trade in for 10 Gold Prim Sword 2s, as well as Gold Prim Armor 2, and you can use these to plus 70 your gear. These are really useful for enhancing gear. They give 100,000 EXP per, so they're like your best thing that you can do for Meseta West for enhancing gear. And then as well, there's also a weekly trade here for the Photon Chunks, which is used for unlocking potential 6 on your weapons, which adds a lot of damage. And as well, there's also some Arms Refiner 2 trade here as well. You can also get like 2 of these a week. Now, next from there, we're going to run up the stairs to Central City here, right underneath the tower, and that's the Alliance Activity Support NPC, Tim. Now, Tim has a trade here for Alliance badges, and if you've been doing your Alliance tasks, you can trade in these Alliance badges for your Star Gems weekly. As well, you can also trade in for like various triggers here too. Some of these sometimes have value to them. you can actually get like a Ratty Souls and Aegis Souls and stuff that sell for pretty good money from some of these triggers too. Okay, so lastly, we're going to mention going back to base PSO2. Now, base PSO2 has a couple of things here. It's going to be Casino Star Gems, and as well, there's also a trade for Buster Medals, which you can get from running Cradle of Darkness triggers, which is a trigger that you can get from the Alliance Badge shop. And that gives 100 Star Gems weekly, as well the Casino gives a lot of Star Gems weekly too. And we're going to have to go back to base PSO2 to get there. So in order to get to base PSO2, if you go to any Ryuker and you go to block transfer, up at the very top is transfer to a PSO2 block. Now alternatively, if you're on the ship selection screen, you can go select your ship. And then from there, when you go to character selection and then select your character, you can see it brings up an option for start game PSO2 NGS or start game PSO2, which would take you to base PSO2 where the casino is. Now, base PSO2 is a separate download DLC from NGS, so you do have to actually separately download this now, but it's pretty large too. It's like a 70 gigabyte file or something like that, so it's pretty big. It is very worth having though. I do suggest everybody to have base PSO2 downloaded. There's a lot of really good stuff going on there that you can use in NGS still. So here we are in base PSO2, and it starts you off right here in the middle of the Arks ship lobby. So if you turn around, you face this elevator right here. If you go inside of here and press the button, it'll take you to the shopping plaza. And then from there, you can observe our nice little Halloween lobby that we have. There's actually some pretty cool Halloween music playing here too. I suggest checking it out. But you can jump down here, and if you turn directly around, it's going to face you at the entrance of the casino. Now, off to the left of these stairs at the entrance of the casino is actually a Buster Medal Exchange shop up there. And if you have Buster Medals from running either Buster Quest, or also in August they added Buster Medals to dropping in Cradle of Darkness like I mentioned earlier. And you can get the Cradle of Darkness triggers from the Alliance shop. And if you get a hold of those, you can actually trade in for 100 Star Gems a week up there. So that's another trade that we'll mention. But we're going to go ahead and go into the casino here and show you this. Now once you're inside of the casino, if you run right over to the left, you'll see the prize attendant chip right here. And chip towards the bottom has the exchange for limited prizes, and you can trade in for limited time Star Gems here weekly. And usually I trade in for these every week, and you can actually do this per ship that you have a character on too. It just takes casino coins. Now if you're wondering how to get a hold of casino coins, you'll need casino passes. If it's your very first time inside of the casino, you can go to this NPC right here, and they have tasks for doing various things around the casino using a drink stand or playing certain games. You can also actually play like Arkuma slots inside of here, which is a good way of getting coins too. So if you take your casino passes to the Vol Dragon machine right here, he'll allow you to spin either 1 time or 5 times. We're going to go ahead and spin 5 times just to show you. And that's going to use 5 casino passes, and he'll spit out a random value of coins at us. And with the minimum being 100, you can see right there one of the passes gave us 200. You can actually get all the way up to 500 for one pass. It's just a little bit of RNG. Now another way to get a hold of casino passes is via doing a daily order, and you can actually do this per character too, and this is back in the main Ark ship lobby, so we'll show you that real quick. So here we are back in the main Ark ship lobby at base PSO2. If you run over to the left, you'll see the daily order attendant here, and you can see I have a green icon on top of her because I keep daily orders just stocked up myself, that way so I can turn these in. But usually what I do is towards the very bottom down here, she has these like gathering items that you can get via going inside of 3 exploration sectors and doing like fishing and mining and stuff like that, or just killing like random enemies for meats and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of these up here. I should actually have some of these items already stocked up. But there's also other orders in here for like collect items. These would involve killing enemies, and you can actually create a support partner, like an auxiliary partner, that can go collect these items for you. Or there's also just various like kill orders inside of here and stuff too. Some of the kill orders are really simple and fast if you know where to go. But when it comes to the gathering items in particular, you can see I have a lot of these just stocked up. And one of the ones that I grabbed earlier is the Volcanic Caves pumpkins, for example. You can see I have 126 of this item. I'm going to go ahead and turn one of these in, and it's going to bring up for me to turn in all of them. I'm going to alter this value to just turn in 1 though, because I want to save the rest of my items. So I'm just going to turn that in real quick, and that's going to clear a daily order for me, and it's going to pop up that I've completed a daily order, giving me 5 casino coin passes, which is in turn at least 500 casino coin. Now like I mentioned, you could do this per day per character too, so if you have these gathering items stocked up and you have multiple characters, you can just turn in this 1 gathering item per character, clearing yourself 1 daily order, giving yourself 5 casino coin passes, which in turn equals to a lot of Star Gems extra weekly. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. I'm curious, did any of you have any luck with the limited time quest this week? I know it was pretty difficult. Please let me know down in the comments below. Speaking of which, likes, comments, and subscribing is a free way that you can help my channel grow, reaching a larger audience. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.